Hey everybody, John here. Greetings from Hagerstown, Maryland. Alright, we are just 1.7 miles south of Interstate 70. Currently we are driving on Interstate 81 going north. I got loaded about an hour and a half ago. In fact, it did not take them that long to get me loaded. I was very, very surprised. Usually these loads don't load till about 7 or 9 at night, which I really, really don't like. But today they came through with flying colors. Imagine that. Alright, it's been a beautiful day and the temperature is 70 degrees. Wow. Right now I am trying to get home as quick as I can. Maybe sometime tomorrow Goldie and I can spend some quality time. Get off the big road for a little bit. For much needed wind therapy, right? Right now I'm tempted to take 70 to 68 all the way to 79 north and then back on 70. That way I don't have to go through any tolls. But man, 68 is a very, very hilly interstate. What you save on fuel and time, well, fuel, 68 will eat it up. Fuel and time. Now, Shawano, Wisconsin is 904 miles via Columbus, Ohio and Indianapolis, Indiana. It's 98 miles from Sheboygan to Shawano, so I figured if I do 400 today, 400 tomorrow, I'll be in good shape. Oh, I gotta make a phone call. I think AJ is home and I need my medicine, so we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace. Hey everybody. Okay, we are about to leave the state of Maryland, entering the state of Pennsylvania. Ooh, you better slow down. For the life of me, I can't understand why, but it's 55 miles an hour through here. Alright, Breezewood is somewhere about 23 miles from here. So far the weather has been phenomenally, excellently, beautifully, gorgeously, delicious. As if I could eat it. I've slept that rest area more than I can count. Come to think about places I've slept, you know, I go through a state and I say, you know, I slept over there a couple of times, or hey, I remember that place. I did a reset right there at the empty parking lot. It's amazing how the I wish I had a kind of a record of all the places that I've been to and slept in, like a GPS log. That'd be pretty cool, right? You have yourself a United States map and it'll show a number of lines of all the highways and of all the places that you've been to and slept, and with different colors and lines, and kind of like a graph, you know. And the more you travel on that highway, the darker it is. Like one line overlapping each other. Yep. I don't know if you guys could really see it or not, but the trees around here, they're starting to sprout out. Little tiny buds of leaves are coming out. Breezewood, 20 miles. Alright, we'll catch you guys later. Peace. Was shut down for about 10 minutes. Not too bad. It don't look like anybody's hurt. Greetings from Breezewood, Pennsylvania. Peace. Hey everybody, Johnny Vegan here. Greetings from somewhere. I think this is the Lehigh Valley Tunnel. I'm not sure. But we're on the Interstate 70 and 76. Stony Creek Township, Somerset, PA. Somewhere in that neighborhood. we still have 807 miles to Shawano, Wisconsin. That makes it about 700 miles, 707 miles to my hometown of Sheboygan. If you guys are wondering what those are bugs. Yep. Bugs are wonderful in March. I'm trying to make it as far as Eaton, Ohio. That would be nice. If I could make it to Eaton, that would be pretty darn cool. Alright, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace. Hey everybody, Donovan here. Greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Okay, we are traveling on Interstate 70 right now. Temperature here is 45 degrees. It is 563 miles to Shawano, Wisconsin. By way of Indianapolis, Indiana. Minus 98 miles of that is Sheboygan. My target right now is just to make it to the, I think I'm going to try to make it to the Petro. And Richmond, Indiana. I think that's where I'm going to spend the night at. I've been kind of watching and learning about the marijuana legalization in Colorado, and everything is fine and hunky-dory, and it's all legal now, But the thing that really struck me funny was, in Colorado, marijuana is legal. For medicinal purposes, and also for recreational purposes. As long as you're 21 years old or older, you can buy it, but you can only buy it in cash, no credit cards, no checks, green old cash. In the state of Colorado, marijuana is now legal, but in the federal level, it's still illegal. So get this, the people that sell marijuana, they can't deposit their money to the bank because there's a law, it's called the money laundering, some kind of a guideline that no money that's a profit of an illegal substance can be deposited or transacted in the bank. And if the bank accepts it, then they can be prosecuted by the federal bank system. So it poses a lot of risk of people trying to rob these places, having tens of thousands of dollars at their store. But here's the thing that struck me really funny. The federal government says, oh, the state says it's legal. The federal government says, nope, marijuana is still illegal, and we do not recognize the revenue thereof. But even though to the federal government it is illegal, they have a mandate that they have to pay federal tax. Kind of an oxymoron, right? Just like telling cocaine dealers, no, you can't sell cocaine, but whatever profit that you have to pay tax to it. Yeah, good. Leave it to the government to have double standard, right? Yeah, we don't want you to sell it, but if you made any profit out of it, we want a big cut out of it. My personal opinion, and mine alone, as far as this marijuana stuff, man, I think people should be, I think it's going in the wrong directions. I personally think that we shouldn't be going that way, but you know what? People have personal choices. They should be able to make those choices. I've always thought, you know, if the government tells you you can't smoke marijuana because it's bad for your health, well, they should also tell me not to eat 2 cheeseburgers in a day or a Big Mac every day. Where does it end? I don't think it's the government's job to tell me what I should do to my own body. I don't know, it just, because if they have to regulate one thing, then they have to regulate everything, right? I personally wouldn't do it. But I do have a confession to make. Back in high school and in college, yes, I did smoke marijuana. I never inhaled it. Now, why wouldn't you believe me? I mean, come on. You give Bill Clinton the benefit of the doubt that he smoked it, he never inhaled it. You believed him. Why can't you give me the same courtesy? Oh. I don't know why he was trying to merge. He's got a third lane. Probably thought that lane's gonna end. Come on, if you guys gave Bill Clinton the benefit of the doubt, you could at least give me that courtesy, right? Alright, we are somewhere on mile marker 92, so we've got somewhere around 80 miles to go, or 91 miles to go, before we call it quits for the day. We'll catch you later. Peace.